Today on this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of the MachMotion Apollo 1 breakout board. The Apollo 1 uses 24 DC power for all of its logic. This gives a lot of benefit for noise immunity and stability of the signals. It also makes it very reliable and stable. The Apollo 1 input block is this green terminal block here. The 24 volt power bus is the C0 plus terminals here, and then the ground bus is the C0 minus terminals here. There's also some grounds down here and some 5 volt sources if you need them. The inputs themselves are here from X0 up through X8, and there's LEDs here showing the state of all of the different inputs. The black screw terminal block on the Apollo 1 is the output terminals. The outputs themselves all are 24 volt power sources labeled Y0 through Y7. There are also grounds among them, and then this is the 24EN, which is the enable signal coming from the Apollo 1 drive, Apollo 1 breakout board. This end over here is the spindle control. This 0-10 is the 0 to 10 volt analog output to control the spindle, and then there are 2 dry relays here labeled CCW and CW, which are for clockwise and counterclockwise, and then some more grounds in addition. The Apollo 1 actually has 2 ways to control the spindle. There's the way I mentioned before, and it also has a spindle control plug, which uses an RJ45 connector that you can use to wire in your VFD. The rest of the axes, we have 6-axis control. It goes from X, Y, Z, A, B, and C, and they connect here to these 6 terminals. The Apollo 1 connects to the control via 2 parallel ports, here and here. This is port 1 and port 2. It uses 2 parallel ports to maximize the capacity of the Mach 3 interface for parallel port connectivity. The Apollo 1 gets its power from 24 volt DC. From this plug here, you have 24 volts in ground. You can get your 24 volts from a standalone power supply or 24 volts from the control. This is the e-stop connection, so when this circuit is closed, you're good. When the circuit is open, you have an e-stop condition. The Apollo 1 has 25 LEDs to help tell you what the state of various signals are. Up at the top right corner here, we have the power, enable, and e-stop LEDs. When all 3 of these are on, you know your board is communicating and running well. We have another enable LED here, and another enable LED here, and another power LED here. Below here, below the input terminals, we have LEDs for all of the inputs, telling when they're on and off. Below the output terminals here, we have LEDs showing the state of all of the outputs. We also have a forward and reverse LED, which are connected to the spindle control relays, which tell you whether the spindle is running forward or reverse. The Apollo 1 can use any type of input switch, whether it's a mechanical switch, a NPN proc sensor, or a PNP sensor. Now you have a good idea of what the Apollo 1 industrial breakout board looks like and how to connect to it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to find out more about MachMotion, you can go to machmotion.com.